Well, do you know, it just makes me wonder if this was his plan all along. Let's begin. Well, of course, the signs were all there, weren't they? First of all, we had the congestion charge, then ULEZ, and most recently a toll to pass through 2 tunnels. It just seems that Sadiq Khan is on a one-man mission against cars that presumably he thinks produces harmful fumes, but no, it seems he's taken things, let's just say, a little bit further and thought, I'll just ban them all. And I say that because according to this article it says Sadiq Khan unveils a plan to ban cars on a famous UK street despite crime warnings. So why is he doing it then? What possible reason could he have? Let's say in 5 or so years, when of course they all want us to go have EVs, he can't use the environmentally friendly excuse then, can he? So what reason has he got? Well, according to this, it's because he thinks it's going to rejuvenate the struggle on High Street. Which, you know, could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure London isn't exactly short of tourists, is it? I mean, they're all over the place quite often, it seems. So, admittedly, whilst pedestrianising the whole street might make people think, oh, I don't need to use the Green Cross code anymore. I myself don't think it will make much difference at all. Apparently, though, he actually tried to do this 6 years ago, but at the time it was blocked. And critics argue that the plans, which are apparently part of a wider government-support regeneration project, will turn the iconic shopping street into a no-go zone, and this street they're talking about is Oxford Street. It even says here that the Marylebone Association, which campaigned against the scheme in 2018, said it risks making the street more dangerous because it is very different during the day. There have been several incidents of robbery and violence on the street in recent years, including the fatal stabbing of Stephen Dempsey in 2021. But of course, despite all that, Angela Rayner, the Deputy Prime Minister, has supported the plans which aim to boost the experience for tourists and shopping, it says, in one of the world's busiest shopping areas. And you know, I don't know about you, but it just makes me wonder how many more streets he'll presumably want to pedestrianise next. And slowly but surely, there'll be more and more no-go traffic areas, which presumably means not only would that push up the price of parking for wherever you could park then, but also that might mean more people have to take the tube. Which, let's face it, Sadiq Khan would probably absolutely love, eh? Or maybe, just maybe, who knows, you could actually hire a bike and be more environmentally friendly, as no doubt of course he'd see it as. The area apparently, according to this, has struggled to recover from the damage inflicted during the pandemic, with several big-name brands such as Debenhams and the House of Fraser closing their flagship stores on the street to be replaced by lesser-known names. And speaking at the closing party for London Fashion Week, Mr. Khan, he says, Oxford Street was once the jewel in the crown of Britain's retail sector, but there is no doubt that it suffered hugely over the last decade. And I want Oxford Street to again become the leading retail destination in the world. Well, the thing is, Sadiq, to actually do that, presumably you'd need these things on there called shops. You know, like Debenhams and House of Fraser, which of course are no longer there, so if they aren't there, people can't go to those shops, can they? Perhaps, instead of pedestrianising the whole area, it might actually help better if you get more well-known established names in the area instead, eh? And thinking about it, just how much is all this going to cost? And I'm guessing at the end of the day, us taxpayers are going to be footing the bill for, aren't we? Which, let's face it, it ain't going to be cheap, especially to do in London, because let's face it, nothing in London is cheap at all, is it?